I am the amazing JoeJoe. I am a magician. I've been a magician my entire life. My absolute earliest childhood memory, while I was still being pushed around in a baby stroller, is that of a magician doing the Chinese linking rings at Busch Gardens. When I was in first grade, I would skip lunch and recess, go down to the library, read all the books they had on magic. By the time I was in high school, I knew how Keller made a lady float, how Houdini escaped from a straitjacket, and how Copperfiel made the Statue of Liberty disappear. When I got out of school, I wanted to get a job as a magician, but I faced the classic catch-22. No experience, no job, no experience. But I didn't let that stop me. I took my magic directly to the people by becoming a street performer. I traveled through 38 states performing my magic and illusion on Main Street, USA, for people just like yourself, whether they had money or not. I settled down in Myrtle Beach, and that's where I discovered the secret to getting a job as a magician. I lied. I simply told them I'd been on TV. See, the American myth dictates that if you've been on television, then you must be good. If I told someone I'd been on TV and they believed me, they gave me the job. I became the resident magician in 2001 Nightlife for 2 years, hosted an MC at Uptown Comedy Club for 4 years, and I've done the magic shows at Barefoot Landing for 7 summer seasons now. On weekends, I like to make extra money by going down to the flea markets where I sell magic tricks to the kids, which brings me to the point of this story. One day I had a 3-generation family approach my table, kids, parents, grandparents. I showed them some magic, sold the kids some tricks, and as they were walking away, I could actually overhear the grandfather tell the kids about a particular trick he once saw a magician do. But it sounded too good to be true. The kids didn't believe him. They even teased him. Yeah, right, sure you did, Granddad. But I believed him. I knew it was true because, you see, I was that magician. It had been so many years ago that he didn't recognize me. He didn't remember me or my name. All he could remember was the magic that I had done. And that's when it hit me. That's when everything came into focus for the first time. Let me ask you something. Ladies and gentlemen, what is a living legend? An unverifiable story, often unbelievable in nature, yet usually based on fact. That was the moment I realized I never had to get on TV in order to be good, that my magic had already manifested into something legendary on its own merit. And this is the trick. This is the trick everybody talks about. This is the trick everybody wants to see me do. I have here a pencil and a dollar bill. The most simple props. Nothing complicated, fancy, nothing like that. Just a pencil and a dollar bill. What I'm going to do is fold the dollar bill in half. Set the pencil inside the dollar and give it a thrust upwards so that you actually see the pencil go through the dollar. But you must keep in mind at all times, I'm not really going to do this. This is all just an elaborate illusion that I have concocted. It only looks like I pushed the pencil through the dollar. That looks pretty good. It looks just like I pushed this pencil straight through this dollar bill. If I hadn't told you it was an illusion, you would believe I really did that. Of course, if I really did that, there would be a hole. Okay, you're not impressed. I'll do it again. It's okay. I didn't clap either the first time I saw this trick. I'm going to set the pencil inside the bill. And in slow motion, it's going to melt straight through. It's going to be nice and slow this time. There's not going to be any fast, funny moves. We're talking a slow motion, instant replay, just like watching David Blaine on TV. Only this time, no camera tricks. It's actually stuck halfway between the bill, halfway between the pencil, and the crowd goes wild. I know what you're thinking. I must have done something to the bill. You can take a look at it if you like. You must not be a real pencil. You can check out that pencil if you want. Tell you what, somebody here loan me a dollar bill, and I'll show you a cool magic trick with it. Somebody got a dollar I can borrow? I'll give it right back. You got a dollar, somebody? Anybody? I'll give it right back. I'm just going to show you a cool magic trick. What's your name, dude? Sean, that's correct, Sean. Here, tell you what, can you come down for a second? Just sit right here. Before I even touch the bill, put a mark on the back of the bill. Turn the bill over. Set it right down. Put a mark on the back of it. An X, circle, square, draw something, anything, so that we know it is the same dollar at a future point. That I can't possibly switch it for one of my bills. What do you got on it there? A circle? Show the test over here so she can see it before I even touch it. You see it? Thank you. Sean, you can go back to your chair now. Thank you very much, Sean, everybody. See the mark? like? We'll always know it's the same dollar. There's no way I can switch this for one of my bills, a bill that I may have somehow, in some way, shape or form, trick, gimmick, or gap. We'll always know it's the exact same dollar because we put a little circle right there in the center of it. This is not an illusion. You remember I just made it look like I pushed a pencil through a dollar bill? I don't have to hold this one carefully. You can see this one from every conceivable angle. Look, the bill has actually been ripped. You can see that the fabric of the bill has actually been torn. This is not an illusion. This is reality. That bill has really been ripped. Sean, that is your mark. You put that mark on the bill right there. Is that the mark? The one here? Let me get the pen out the way so you're absolutely certain that's your mark, right? Make sure I didn't leave any holes for you there, Sean. Anybody wants to check out the pen, feel free to crack those spots. I got one more thing that I want to show you. This is actually my favorite. I don't know why, it just is. I really love to do this. What I'm going to do is cut a hole in this dollar bill. And the hole will be so big that I'll be able to walk through the hole to the other side of the dollar. I know it's an expensive habit, but I like doing it. You see George Washington's picture. I'm going to cut his picture out, and the hole's going to be so big with these scissors. The hole will be so big, I'll fit the entire dollar over my entire body. Let me explain. See, some people will tell you that we can't solve our energy crisis because we need to drive our automobiles. And some people will tell you that we can't save the earth because we need her resources. And other people will even have you believe that we can't have world peace because too many people want to fight. But I don't believe them. I believe in the impossible. They come to me, they say, JoeJoe, why do you do this? Well, I don't do it for the glory, I don't do it for the fame, and I certainly don't do it for the money. I do it because I believe I'm making the world a better place. I believe that as people come out and see the things that I can do, they walk away realizing that some of the things they thought weren't possible are really just problems they don't know the solution to. Like how we can solve the world hunger crisis, or find a cure for AIDS or cancer, and even some of the more complex problems in life. Like, oh, I don't know, how to cut a hole in a dollar bill large enough to actually walk through. On this side of the dollar, the world lives in peace with no hunger, no disease. If anybody tells you there's something in life you can't do, you tell them the amazing JoeJoe said you can do whatever you want to do. And if they ask who I am, just tell them I'm a legendary TV star. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the amazing JoeJoe. That's my show.